Hello, I'm Chris, and this video is for people that are getting ready to build a carburetor or thinking about it or something like that. Okay, this isn't an advanced video. This is just I'm gonna put it together for you, kind of, in case you're worried about doing this. And I'm gonna go over some very important things that you really don't read anywhere and they don't tell you anywhere, because this is supposed to be an easy carburetor to build or whatever it is, but there's a couple of things, and just take note and pay attention. Watch this video. It's kind of boring. First thing you need to do when you take your carburetor apart, this is the front of the carburetor. Make you a picture like this. Make big ass notes. Primary is this jet, and then the secondary use that jet. They all look the same, but I just wanted to point that out, that they have numbers on them and you need to pay attention to them numbers. Okay, whenever you're cleaning your carburetor, you don't use this. This is like just a spray or some crap. I don't know what it is exactly, but you don't use this. You got to buy you this guy right here. He's like 28. I think it was $30, and you're gonna have to figure out a way to soak this thing for 30 minutes or an hour. I wish I would have taken a picture of this one before. It looked like a piece of garbage. So you gotta have that dip. You gotta dip it in there. You gotta dip every single part. It comes with a bucket. Every part has been dipped in there and it's clean. And you have to have a freaking air compressor. If you do not have an air compressor, don't even go buy you a brand new carburetor. A good air compressor. You gotta blow everything out 100 times in this damn thing. Alright, so this one's already taken apart. This was a piece of, this was like a real dirty, nasty one. I bought this 10 years ago. But anyway, I've already taken all these out and cleaned all that stuff off. Be careful. You don't want to gouge the aluminum. And we're going to go ahead and put it back together so you can understand it. All this stuff has been soaked in there for an hour. Oh yeah. And every little freaking hole has been cleaned out. Okay, so you got to do that. There's no freaking playing games with that. See, everything is completely clean. You have to completely clean it and blow every single freaking jet. You gotta blow that. All of this, just blow it out 100 times until you get tired of blowing shit out of there. You want to find a screwdriver or something that really fits well in that jet. You don't want to be real easy to screw these up, so find you that's important. Another thing is, you're going to be using a T15, T20, and a T25 Torx. Don't do stupid shit. Buy you the right stuff when you're doing these. Oh yeah, and I actually, whenever I break screwdrivers off being stupid, I'll actually make tools. This is one I cut for the needle and seats. For the seats. So you do stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Whatever. These gaskets are pretty important, the way they go on. Look for the triangle, and you see look for a triangle. That's not a triangle. That would be, uh-oh. There you are. There's a triangle. Okay, there's stuff to be aware of. The air valve, all cleaned up. Just goes in there one way. Make sure that it does that. These only go in one way. Make sure the gasket is on there right. Make sure it drops into place. These are numbered. This is 8817 and then 8818 right there. It doesn't matter, they only go in one way, but just be aware of the numbers. These are T25 Torx. Real simple. Just gonna snug them down. I'm gonna go over them all and evenly tighten them. The other side, triangle, triangle. Make sure that air valve is working. And I'm building this on 2 Sorry, I forgot to mention that. You don't want to put it flat on the table, ever. This is very important. It's going to have this little BB and this little brass weight. This is like a check valve, so you need to drop the BB in there first. BB, and then the weight. Yeah, it's in there either way. Make damn sure you had it in there. Now these only go in there one way. Just test fit them. They're in order to like 783 and 784. 783, 784. Just be aware of that. Make sure they fit. Gasket. Only on there one way. I did mention that, yeah, that they have two different jets. On this one it has two different sizes. So the primary jets were 413 and then the secondary jets were 407. So just be aware of that. Do not mix these jets up. And this is just a technique I use. You're not going to be able to see it, but I just put it on a little pick like that and guide it in there because they're kind of hard to put in there. And the screwdriver fits the jet perfectly. Find you a screwdriver that fits perfect. Just kind of get them in there snug. You don't want to over tighten them because you'll screw that brass up. They're not going anywhere. They're in aluminum. All right, so you got the ball, the BB, check valve, and then the brass weight. We're gonna do the center squirter thing. Cleaned off, real good. Hard to do. Gasket. I guess it's on there wrong. This one's gonna have its own size screws. These are gonna be T20. Make sure this stuff is going down right and it doesn't feel like it's in a bind because you can screw some stuff up. Okay, now we got them all. You have a paper gasket, a pretty thick paper gasket there, so you just want to, you know, I don't know the torque, so I'm not going to tell you the torque, but I just kind of tighten them a little, you know, just a little bit. You know, don't over tighten them. Just strip that freaking aluminum. So just a little bit. And anytime you're compressing a paper gasket, you always want to go back over. Make damn sure that now these things go in there this way. What's next? Okay. Make sure you have your spring for your accelerator pump. Make sure it is in there, seated in the little space for it. Accelerator pump, we're just going to change this blue thing on it. Kit's supposed to have one in it. Always change this damn thing. Feels good. Now what's next? Air valve's moving. I think that's it for this part. Alright. Make sure you clean any gasket that's might stay on there. Got your floats. Oh, we're gonna put the needle in seats. Alright. Gonna screw that in there. Make sure the washer's on there. And I made a special screwdriver for this. Where is it? I don't know. It's gone. Oh. Out of an old broken screwdriver. Tighten it down pretty good. Do the other side. Just sit down, got the washer on there. Double check, make sure they're tight. Alright, get your 2 pins for the float ready. Get your 2 floats. Some of them have like a little hook, but this kit doesn't have that, so whatever. Go ahead and put both of these in there. I don't know if you're supposed to pre-lube these or pre-gas them or whatever, but shit, I don't know. I've never done that. Make sure it's in there the right way. This is going to go down because you're going to use this for an adjustment. Now once you get these floats in there, you need to be careful with this top piece. Don't bang it around. Alright. Don't not put no pressure down on this. Be easy with it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and adjust the floats. Alright, they changed this, but anyway, we got 7/16 marked right there. We're going to try to set this float. Try to show it to you. It's pretty close, but we're just going to raise it up just a little bit. And whenever you're adjusting this, you're going to adjust it like bending it down, but try to watch me without. You don't want to bend it on the needle and seat, but you kind of want to. All right. It's right there. It's where you want it. Do the other side. See, it's kind of low. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna adjust it. good. Alright, so now you're going to do the drop adjustment, and on this one you're going to bend this little tab on the back. Okay, so alright, so this one's 15/16. Alright, we're going to adjust it by bending this little tab on the back. So kind of watch what I do. Lift it off of the freaking needle on the seat, and then I'm going to push this little tab in a little bit. Alright. Now when you do that, you need to go back and check that freaking first one, because it can change. It's good. Do this side. Come up a little bit. Alright. See that? Now check this again. Oh, it moved it. Alright, so now we gotta go back up a little bit, off the needle on the seat. Alright. Yeah, that can be annoying. So now the floats are ready. Make sure these pins are in place. Double check them again just to be 100% sure. But alright, the kit comes with the new, this piece right here where the fuel comes in, whatever the hell it's called. It's got a new screen and a new washer. Put that in there. Clean all that out. Alright. Go ahead and get that ready if you want to. Ooh, the freaking screw it all the way down to make sure that the two screens didn't hit each other. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they sure did. God dang it, it actually mashed that screen in there. Now, you know what? I'm going to take that out and fix that screen, and I'm going to leave this screen. I'm going to leave this big one out. Yeah, kind of screwed it up a little bit. Stuff to look forward to. Alright, now got the new thing on this ring on here, seal washer, but I'm gonna leave this off because it hit the freaking other screen. I'm gonna tighten that down later. Just get it on there. Now, what's next? Oh, that's looking sharp. Bring this guy back. Alright. Oh, god dang it. I'm supposed to put this on before the floats. Bastard. Don't mix these up. The gasket's all shitty. Alright. Probably should put the metering rods in first. Let's at least get them in there. Now you want to be careful with this accelerator pump. Make sure it goes in there. Do not bang your floats up. Be very, very gentle. Make sure you're going to have pressure on this. So push that down. Make sure everything just kind of jumps back in. Alright. Make damn sure that thing is flush. I'm going to try to put the metering rods in. Should have put them in there first, but I forgot about them. Now these all have different numbers. Whenever you get into tuning, go ahead and write your number down, so if you ever get into tuning your carburetor, you'll at least know what metering rod you have. 7147. Put the spring in the hole. See if we get that metering rod in there without any problems. Oh god dang, what the hell am I doing? If you can get it in there where it feels right. Of course it don't feel right. Alright, get it down in the hole. I'm gonna put these little covers on. It's a T15, so if you don't put it all the way down, it's gonna spring back up. So let's get that meter rod in there. We're gonna tighten it up later. Make sure it's springy. Getting them snug right now. Make sure the spring is in the place, the seated place. Springy. Springy. Snug them down for now. Alright. Got everything on there pretty good. We go ahead and put these screws around here. Well, at least just get a couple of them in there. Finished putting the top bolts on, and now what I'm about to do now is either going to piss you off or it's going to make you laugh. Put my finishing touch on it. There's a story behind this. I dipped the carburetor in the barium and stuff, and when I got everything out, I was like, oh my god. I was like, everything is beautiful. And then I had my Carter, and I took my air gun and to clean it off, and it blew the freaking CARTER AFB right off of it. So I was in shock for a little bit, but then I decided to do this. It's funny, but it's just a sticker and I can easily take it off. To all the haters out there. It just looks so boring without the Carter. We're just gonna snug all these down. Let's go over the linkage and stuff. Actually looks pretty cool like that, doesn't it? Oh, go ahead and put the idle adjustment screws back. Kind of clean these off a little bit. I wanted to clear coat this carburetor, but I just didn't have time. So run them all the way down gently. Don't run them too tight. And then, what is it, a turn and a half? I forgot. Just to start. Half, one and a half. All right, what's next? This linkage stuff right here. You gotta remember which position the rod was in. This one was in the second position, so I'm gonna forget how to do this. Pretty damn sure I remember. It's been 10 years since I built one. No, it hasn't. All right. Get that in there. You're gonna have to push the accelerator pump down to get that screw started. Get you a good screwdriver that fits this, because you can screw this up. This screw up, make sure it's going all the way through and it's not in a bind. I have bent these before, being stupid. Now you got a little clip. I don't know if you can see that. Little tiny clip thing. Make sure it's on there. No. Come on, you bastard. Oh, okay, never mind. Now alright, we gotta put that little clip on the back one up here. All right. For your vacuum to your brake booster, you just have one of these in there. I'm gonna clean it all up and put it back later. So let's see how this carburetor looks now. Oh yeah, the idle adjustment. Don't run it down too far, your engine will go nuts. Man, that's about it. I don't have any parts left over on my towel. And I'm 100% confident this carburetor, after I tighten everything up, is going straight on my 70 Chevelle, and I don't have one freaking tiny worry about it.